6 eggs, 3 tortillas, 1 cup of oats, probably like a cup of milk, handful of almonds, peanuts, and chocolate chips, some hot sauce. Dig in. It's Monday today, and as some of you know, Monday is fasting day. For these last close to 2 years, I started every week with a 24 to 48 hour water fast. Sometimes I'll allow myself to have some black coffee during that fast, but it's 24 hours up to 48 hours, 2 days with no food, just water. So today we're gonna switch things up. Here we have a meal. 6 eggs, 3 tortillas, a cup of oats, probably not see that properly, a cup of oats, cooked in milk, handful of almonds, peanuts, and chocolate chips in there. We're gonna have this to break the fast on this beautiful Monday morning early, break the fast prematurely. Currently, I've been fasting for around 13 hours. So basically since yesterday dinner, it's 9 a.m. Monday morning today, right now as I'm recording this, and I'm gonna break the fast for one reason only. No, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry at all, in fact, but I wanna drive home a very important point. You see, we use different strategies with our nutrition, with our training, in our day-to-day to get a certain outcome, to reach a certain goal. We do not allow these strategies ever to control us. We must be in control. What do I mean by that? What I see very frequently in this industry, or generally speaking, when I look at people who want to drop some fat, build some muscle, get strong, is they fall in love with certain strategies. They fall in love with their diets. They're doing keto, they're doing carnivore, they're doing vegan, they're doing OMAD, they're doing prolonged fasting like yours truly. And instead of focusing on their goals and the ultimate outcomes that they're after, they're getting lost in the details. Now it's all about following this diet or following that program instead of moving closer every week, every month to the goals that they have. I made that same mistake in the past where I wanted to get bigger, I wanted to get swole, but I did not want to change up my diet. Sure, increase calories, I'm not stupid, I always play by the rules. I would do that, but I would still fast a lot, do a lot of prolonged fasting, do a lot of daily intermittent fasting, basically eating 1 meal a day on most days, even though I was consuming a calorie surplus. It wasn't optimal. And I'm not telling you guys to always chase optimal. In fact, I'm telling you guys to make this as enjoyable as you can. Whether that's your nutrition or your training, find something that you actually enjoy and stick with it until you get the results that you want. But don't ever make the mistake of placing your strategies, your nutrition habits, your training style, your daily programming, putting that above the bottom line. What is the bottom line? The bottom line is results, guys. The bottom line is building muscle, getting ripped, getting jacked, whatever the case may be, getting superhuman strong, becoming more conditioned, becoming more of a man and less of a pussy. That is the goal. And the nutrition that we use, the training we use, the daily programming we always fall back to must support those goals. Never take over. Never control who you are and what you do every day. You should be in control always. I am in control always. So that's the only reason we are breaking this fast prematurely. This is the first Monday that I'm actually having some food early in the day, and I can't remember how long. It's probably been years, but here we are. We're gonna eat this, be merry, let it sit, let it digest for a bit, Then I'm gonna do some work. I'm gonna hit the gym, the Victorious Gym at our foundation. Yes, I'm gonna be filming that. It's probably gonna be a very simple chest workout, some push-ups, some dips, all that good stuff. Simple foods, guys. Simple earth-grown foods should make up 80–90% of your diet. If you just ate eggs, beef, rice, fruits and vegetables, you could reach any physical goal you have with those foods alone. Any aesthetic goal, any performance goal, any lifestyle goal, by just keeping it simple. That doesn't mean you can't switch up the meat for some fish or some plant proteins every now and then. That doesn't mean you can't switch up the rice for some potatoes, or God forbid, some bread every now and then, or some wheat tortillas. What it means is you have to keep your diet simple. And you have to understand, every time somebody tells you, you gotta eat this way, or you gotta eat this food in order to get to your goals, you know, like the vegans do, like the carnivore people do. You have to understand that these people are clueless, or they're trying to sell you something. Earth-grown, nature-made, real foods are all you need. They will support muscle growth. They will support fat loss. They will support high performance cognitively and physically in the gym. So don't get carried away with the details. Eat your eggs. Eat your chicken and beef. Eat your rice. Some fruits and vegetables, and you're gonna be good. You're gonna get ripped. You're gonna get jacked, swole if you want to, simply by modifying the amount of food that you eat, slightly modifying your training style. But even that is like very, very minimal changes that you have to make. It's basically just you have to change the calories and play around with your macronutrients a little bit. That's it. But you could be eating the same foods day in, day out, 12 months a year. As some of you remember, in 2020, we decided to train every single day. So for 500 plus, it was like 560, 570 days, we trained every single day without fail while eating one meal a day. I broke that streak at some point because I said, this is becoming a hassle. This is starting to control me as opposed to me controlling the narrative, me controlling the routine. It wasn't serving me anymore. I was just doing it to maintain the streak, to keep going, to keep adding days to that number, building up that number. And at some point I realized, you know what, this doesn't do anything for me anymore. So I stopped right then and there. It's the same with fasting, bro. I use it because it's been the best tool I found in the last 20 plus years. It's not because I'm the fasting guru or because this is now my religion, this is now my life, I have to do this. Bro, if I eat 3 meals a day, I'm still gonna be ripped. I'm still gonna get swole. If I don't prolong fast anymore, don't do my Monday fasting days, don't do my regular 48s or 72s anymore, I'm still gonna look the same, still gonna perform at a high level. I'm using these tools, not abusing them, not letting them run my life, not anymore. Detach yourself from these strategies that you're using daily. Whether it's fasting, whether it's your keto diet, whether you're vegan, whether you're only training calisthenics, pure body weight, or you're doing some weights, whatever the case may be, always ask yourself, honestly and truthfully, what is it I always wanted? How do I want to look? How do I want to be able to perform? What is it I always wanted? Nobody can fake these answers because they're embedded inside of you. So be honest with yourself for once and say, okay, I want to be ripped. I want to lose 20, 30, 40 pounds of fat and get ripped. Or you're in my shoes and you want to get bigger. You want to pack on some beef. Be honest about it and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get swole. Now, don't fall in love with the individual tactics and strategies that you use to get there. Obviously, there are better and worse ways of doing it. However, in the end, all that matters is progress. Are you moving closer to the ultimate goal? Or are you just spinning your wheels, but you're keeping up your whatever routine because you like it? You know, there's some people doing OMAD, eating one meal a day, and have been doing it for many years. Some people who follow me and tell me they still can't get ripped. They're still skinny fat. But they love to fast all day and then eat like a pig at night. I tell them, you might want to reconsider. You might want to start adopting different strategies. Now, can it be done with OMAD? Absolutely. I've done it for 4.5 years and loved it. But are there perhaps better ways for you personally as an individual to get there? Only one way to find out. Oats are my favorite, bro. So good. So this meal is about 1,500 calories. High fat, decent amount of protein and carbs, and very, very tasty. Your food has to taste great. This is very important. You should enjoy every single meal, whether you're trying to gain or lose weight. Damn, this is so good. These chocolate chips are a game changer. My mom would always complain about me being an obnoxiously loud chewer. So if this bothers you, there's nothing I can do about it because I'm not doing it on purpose. This game of physical transformation, burning fat, building muscle, is so simple, bro. It's not easy, but it's so simple. We're trying to overcomplicate it all the time, but simple foods, bro. Simple foods with the right macros. Simple workouts, the right exercise with the right intensity. Nobody said it was gonna be easy, but whenever people try and tell you that it's super complicated and you have to do this or that diet or you have to follow this or that program, otherwise you're not gonna get there, they're full of shit or they're clueless. In many cases, both things apply. But even though you guys know I'm so big on the strategies that I use for myself and my clients, because I love them and I love the results. I never let those strategies dictate my results. The results were always set in stone. I always knew this is what I want. Now, here's a buffet, here's an arsenal of things that I can use nutritionally and in terms of training and daily habits to get there. I pick the ones that are most in line with me, with the things that I want to do, with the things that I enjoy doing. And that's it. That was 1 meal a day. That was prolonged fasting. That was high frequency, high intensity body weight training. That's it. I could have gotten the same results going to the gym, lifting weights, and eating 6 bodybuilding meals every single day. I might have even gotten better results doing that. But the lifestyle component, never underestimate that. You have to enjoy, you have to like what you actually do. And you have to get the results you always wanted. So that was today's breakfast, first meal of the day. Delicious, nutritious, goal-oriented. Again, whether I eat once a day, twice, 3 times a day, or 4 times a day, it's always goal-oriented. I always know where I'm moving, where I'm going. I always use nutrition for my purposes. I do not let my nutrition, I do not let my training, I do not let my daily actions and habits run my life. I run the show. I'm in charge at all times. And whenever I'm not, like whenever I feel like the routine is taking over, like I mentioned in 2020 with the training, or in just recently with all the fasting that I was doing, once I feel like the routine is becoming more important than my ultimate goals, my outcomes, I switch it up. I switch it up. I stay in control. I find something that works better, and then I keep moving forward. Ultimately, the only thing that matters, brothers and sisters, is not how you do it. It's that you do it. It doesn't matter if you use keto to lose fat, or you use intermittent and prolonged fasting to get ripped, or if you eat 6, 7, 12 tiny little meals a day and do 6 hours of cardio every day. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you go to the gym and you lift weights, or you go to your neighborhood park, or you stay in your own home, in your living room, in your garage, you're banging out thousands of push-ups, pull-ups, dips, rows, squats, lunges, whatever floats your boat. At the end of the day, I want to see some results. I want to see some action, and I want to see some results. I want to see you work out. Where's that intensity? Where's that consistency? Are you in the gym on a regular basis? Are you pushing yourself to that limit? I want to see those meals that you put together. I don't care whether it's Asian cuisine, whether you like Middle Eastern food, whether you like Mexican or Italian, whatever you like to eat. I want to see the total calories, the macros, and the progress over your weeks, because the proof is always in the progress. If what you're doing right now is legit, you would see it in the mirror. You would see the results. You would see progress consistently. Every week you should see an improvement. And if you don't, you got to reevaluate. Reevaluate your nutrition, your training, everything that you're doing. Assess yourself from a distance, third-person perspective, and be honest about it. Is what I'm doing right now serving my goals, serving my purpose, or not? In my case, it is. And whenever I lose sight of the things that truly matter, my goals, my results, I call myself out. I snap out of it. I reevaluate. I re-strategize. And I keep moving forward. It's literally that simple. So guys, results. Results are the bottom line. Are you getting any? See you guys around.